Well, hey there. I'm Kimberly Ferguson, CEO and founder of Emerald Expectations Accounting. I'm so happy that you're here. The Emerald Corner is a place where life and business meet. So, we want to share with you the process of running a business while maintaining a life with your loved ones. Today, we're going to be talking about a hot topic. So, how can you stay kind in the business world and also get stuff done, right? It's tough sometimes, am I right? Like, how do you handle that client who's being really rude and aggressive? Or how do you handle the employee who just isn't meeting their job requirements? How do you tell a prospective client that you're absolutely the right fit for them? Or help them overcome their objections? All of this can be done in a kind way. So if you're a kind, maybe even soft-spoken person, you don't have to change that about yourself in order to become a business owner. You can still get things done while maintaining your sweet nature. So how do we do that? Let's talk about clients first. What do you do when a client is being rude or aggressive or yelling or even calling names? Let's be kind. So K is kill them with kindness. This might be easier for some, harder for others, but when people attack you or become aggressive, kill them with kindness. What this means is don't call them names, don't raise your voice, don't say things that you're going to regret later. But what it does not mean is that you have to put up with being mistreated. It's more than okay to tell them that you will not accept being treated in the way that they're treating you. You can ask them to 1, lower their voice, 2, stop calling names, stop being XYZ, whatever it is that they're doing. If they continue, you can also tell them that you guys can return to this conversation at a later day or time when he or she is calmer, and then you can actually address their concerns without any of those items. Do keep in mind, though, that if you did something wrong, you should apologize. Always start with this if you can, because it will diffuse the situation almost instantly with most people. But overall, when you keep your calm, it's almost always easier to help the other person come back down to calm with you, which is the place where you can actually really address their concerns, right? So the next one is invite them to share their feelings without the profanity or yelling. Say something like, I'd love to hear more about your concerns, but I need you to do it without yelling or calling names so that I can understand what you're saying and I can better address the issue for you. Making it known that you're willing to hear them out will make them feel calmer and more confident in your desire to resolve the issue. The next one is never join in their chaos. Like I said in the beginning, your calm is going to be the most important thing here to help settle them down. If you can remain calm, then they can come down to your level. And the last thing is determine the issue behind their frustration and aggressiveness, right? And do what you can to resolve it. This is the most important thing besides apologizing to restore the client's confidence in you. So most clients don't expect us to be perfect, but they do expect us to own up to our mistakes or our team's mistakes and do our best to resolve the issue for them. So some of those tactics are also going to apply with our employees, right? But, there are a few other things that you need to keep in mind, especially if you think it might come to letting that person go. And to be honest, even if you don't think it'll come to that, better safe than sorry, right? So in this case, let's help them get it done, okay? So first, we're going to define. So make sure that you review the specific tasks and job duties that you have for this employee and share with them what you think they're missing or they're not doing. The next one is overview. Make sure you review with them the expectations that you have for them for the specific position. If they don't know what your expectations are, then they can never meet them, right? Also, do you have specific required hours? Do you expect a level of excellency, etc.? Again, if you think they're not meeting your expectations in a particular area, make sure that you mention that. The next one is notate. If at all possible, try to have a witness with you when you're having this conversation. And if you can't, for some reason, if there's not someone else on your team, if nobody else is available, whatever that looks like, make sure that you send a follow-up email to document everything that you discussed, including the tasks you expect of them, what level of excellency you expect, what hours they work, do they work from home or work from the office, etc. Make sure you include all of that in the email. The goal here is that you want to have documentation. And this is the most important thing if they do not improve and you end up needing to terminate their employment. you will have to show that you spoke to them and you tried to address these issues at least 2 times, maybe 3, before you terminate them. So this is going to help you, reduce your unemployment insurance claims and any other, lawsuits or something like that. And then the last thing is try to end on a positive note, no matter what. Find something that they're doing well and leave them with that at the end. And if you really can't think of anything that they're doing well, try to end with some excitement about their future. You know they can do the job, right? And that's why you hired them. So tell them that. Now, this is all well and good, but what about prospective clients? Sales is everything, right? I'm sure you've dealt with the dreaded salespeople, maybe even the sleazy ones. So how do we avoid being like them, but still close new business? So let's lock them in. So first we need to learn about the client, right? Find their pain points. What is the thing that keeps them up at night? And how are you the solution to that problem? And that leads to the next one, which is offer your solution. Share with them how you can fix the problem. How are you going to give them the peace of mind that they so desire so that they can sleep comfortably at night? The next one is care about their concerns. So more than likely, they're going to offer objections to your offer, right? They're going to share maybe, it's too expensive, maybe it's too time consuming, maybe it's too whatever. Don't dismiss them. They are valid, okay? So talk about them, let them share them, and tell them that you understand or you can see how it would look that way or whatever it looks like, but try to affirm their objections and their feelings about your offer. But lastly, keep them on the hook. Even if you can't close them, which hopefully you can, that would be obviously ideal. But if you can't close them on one call because they need to discuss it with a partner or a spouse, or they just want to think about it, try to keep them on the hook, right? Schedule another follow-up appointment with them. Say, how long do you need to talk to your spouse about this? Or how long do you need to think about this? Let's go ahead and put a time on the calendar to reconnect on Monday or on Wednesday or whatever the date looks like. And then you can follow up with them then. If they won't do a call, see if you can follow up via email. Keep in mind though, people are going to be able to reject you easier via email. So if you can keep it in person or, via video call, that's going to be preferred. But if they still come back kind of unsure about moving forward with you, see if you can answer their questions or see if you can offer an adjusted solution if they don't feel like the first offer was exactly perfect for them. Maybe you can kind of tweak it, tailor it just a little bit more to make them feel more comfortable with the offer. Well, what do you think? Will you try any of these ideas? Is there something you think I missed? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video.